Perfect. All right. So yeah, we'll kick it off. So thank you. So this call is for dealer principals, because we are going to talk a little bit compensation. So if you're not a dealer principal, feel free to jump off, and we'll have some other resources sent out for you. But the purpose of this call is to cover our new value-added service, which is K Health. So we were just talking a little bit about DraftKings. That's obviously a great service. Boost Shield is our bread and butter, right? Protecting our devices. Now we've got K Health, which, someone came up with a line. This was certainly not me, but you can protect both your phone and yourself with the combination of Boost Shield and K Health. So it is a value-added service for $8 or included with a $60 plan. We're going to educate everyone on the details of it, including, what money you can make on it. But this is just another great avenue for us to, offer protection for our customers. If you think about it, right, it's just one of those things that's really, really good for our customers. It's good for all of you because you can make extra money by offering it, and it's good for Boost as well, right? So it's one of those win-win-win services that it's launched kind of in the middle of us focusing all of our time and attention on, EBBP and SDDDN. We wanted to come back and spend some time on it because we feel it's really a valuable thing. So we have Ryan Gehring and Zach Bashong who are going to lead the call today. So I'm going to hand it over to those guys to lead the rest of the call. So thanks for joining, everyone, and I'll hand it over to Ryan and Zach.
Thanks, Ryan. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Excited to go over this with you. We're going to share a deck here in just a second, and we're going to go over some stuff. But feel free throughout the call, if you guys do have some questions or anything that isn't making sense, to stop us and let us know what your questions are so we can answer those as they come in. But feel free, if you're not able to ask during that time, just to use the chat as well too, and submit those questions. We have quite a few people from the Boost team on here too that'll be able to answer those questions for you on the spot. So. Awesome. Like Ryan said, my name is Zach, and I am presenting today with my buddy Ryan. And we're going to get this started and teach you about this new amazing value-added service called K Health. Is there any way, Ryan, you can full screen this bad boy?
And we don't want to forget the man behind the computer, our other Ryan Klein. So the call is full of Ryans. There's at least 3 of them. So if Zach gets any issues, he can just start yelling, "Ryan, I need your help." And there's one of 3 people that will assist.
Absolutely. If you just click the present, Ryan, I think just click that. There you go. There we have it.
Just for the record, there is a 4th Ryan on here.
There's a 4th Ryan. Okay, so just say, "Ryan, I need your help," and you'll have at least 4 people helping you out. Good stuff. All right, go back to the previous slide, please, Ryan. All right. So what we just talked about, or what Ryan Way that is mentioned as we got started, was, again, this K Health opportunity for us to be able to offer our customers. Exciting news that it's going to be included in one of our plans, and we're going to go into a little bit more of that in a second. But also, you do have the ability to add this as a value-added service as well. And what's great is about both of these things, we make extra money on that. What's really cool about this is, want to make it really clear, we're not like selling health insurance here. What this is it's a supplemental service for those who have insurance or don't have insurance that need to be able to speak with a doctor, or maybe need a prescription refilled, or need some kind of assistance from a medical professional, but doesn't either have the money or time or whatever it may be to be able to get into a doctor's office. We all know where the kid's sick at 12:30 in the morning, and you're trying to decide whether or not we should hit the ER, wait till the morning to go to a family doctor, what we should really do. And this is a great service that's going to be able to help you with situations like that and a lot more. So very cool opportunity for us. K Health is a business that is already been proven and running and has a ton of users already. What's really cool is we're just partnering with them and being able to include this for our customers, whether that be a value-add service or be included with a plan that they select. So like I said, really cool option, and we want to talk to you a little bit more about that. So that's basically what K Health is. Now let's get into it a little bit more detail. So next slide, please, Ryan. All right. So why is K-Health the right choice? So again, as I mentioned earlier, it's convenient and accessible. Forget the long waits at the doctor's office. Available when you need it. So this is 24/7. So it does not matter what time you need to contact a medical professional. You'll be able to do so. 3 a.m, 7 o'clock at night, doesn't matter. It's on the 4th of July weekend. You know what? You're going to be able to reach out to them as well. So they're also available on holidays, literally 24/7, 365. You're going to have access to expert medical help for you and your child. So if your child is over the age of 3 or under the age of 18, they will be covered with your plan as well. And this is including unlimited follow-ups, prescriptions, and refills, all right from your phone. So again, you're getting the convenience of going to his doctor's office without actually having to go to the doctor's office, which is quite amazing. And again, it's very affordable. There's no insurance required, so you don't have to have insurance to have this service. There's no expensive copays. It is included in the $60 plan, like I had mentioned, and Ryan's going to go into a little bit more details of that in just a moment. But it's included in that plan. But if you don't have that $60 plan, you can add it for as low as $7.99 a month onto other plans. And it is personalized, so there's basically a personal review of your symptoms, no more Dr. Google, prescription refills, and targeted results. There is over 10,000 5-star reviews. Like I said, K-Health is already a proven concept. It's nothing that we're just launching right now. We're just launching the partnership with them. K-Health is already a proven concept. So I'm sorry. So yeah, my apologies. I lost where I was at. So your health information is safe with K-Health and always secure and HIPAA compliant. It is comprehensive, so not just coughs and sniffs, from pediatrics to tooth infections to diabetes treatment. K-Health provides services for over 400 conditions, 400 plus conditions. So again, this isn't just for one or two things. This is for basically anything you would typically go see a doctor about. And then they'll be able to let you know from there if they're able to help you with your needs or, direct you to a specialist or something like that. So that just gives you a quick little rundown of what K-Health is and what it includes. And I'm going to pass it over to my partner in crime, Ryan Gearing, to let us know how we get access to this bad boy.
All right. Thank you very much, Zach. And just to piggyback on what Zach said there, and a little bit of a pro tip, if our customers have Medicaid, Medicaid does not provide any kind of video visit consultations available. This is a perfect thing to partner up. So if we're talking to a customer about EBBP, which is front of mind right now, and they say that they have Medicaid, we can also talk about this as an add-on for them. So how do we add customers? Well, there's 2 convenient ways to do so. Number 1 is the Unlimited Plus plan. Keep in mind that with the Unlimited Plus plan, you get a 30 gigabyte hotspot, you get HD streaming, and now you get K-Health. The other way is just add K-Health as a value-added service, and it's only $7.99 per month. Typically, for non-Boost customers, it's $9 a month. So they're actually going to save a little bit of money by doing it through us versus signing up outside. Signing up outside, you say? Well, that means if the customer goes onto the Apple App Store or the Play Store through Google and they sign up, that cost is going to be $9 per month. The way that we do it is just a tiny, tiny little bit different. What we're going to do is to make it easy on the sales staff, they just have to add the value-added service and wait. The customer has to just wait for a text message for the activation. Next slide, Ryan. So once the customer is signed up through the plan or through the value-added service within 48 hours, K-Health is actually going to send them a text message with a link. They'll click on that link and download the app. Next slide. Once they download the app, they simply have to set up the account with all their information, and they're ready to go. The next thing that they need to do on the next slide is it's simple. The customers are on their way to it's a simple, convenient way to manage their health right from their phone. One key note here that is not on the slide, that if they're not on Wi-Fi, they will be using their data, and they must be over 18 years old to create an account. However, the app can be used for children 3 and up, as Zach previously stated, which really is a game changer. As a father of a little one, Zach's right. You have that 12:30. What do we do? You call the pediatrician. They're not in. What do you do? So this is something that can really assist.
Hey,
Next
Rob,
slide.
we did have a question hit the chat. It says, can K-Health be started mid-MRC or only at MRC renewal?
That is a great question, Zach, and you can add it at soon as D tells us the answer to that one. I believe you can add it at any time because you're paying the MRC right up front.
Yeah, we'll get clarification from D, but I'm assuming it would be much like, international calling. If you want to add it 2 weeks into your cycle, you're absolutely able to. You're just obviously going to lose 2 weeks worth of that service. But if you need it right away, I don't think there's any reason to delay waiting till your next cycle. But D can clarify for us before the end of the call.
Perfect. All right, moving along to the phrase that pays. Zach, are you the phrase that pays, or am I?
I think I was, but if you're in a groove, if you want to do your thing. All
right. So the phrase that pays that we've come up with, it's did you know that today Boost's most popular plan includes unlimited 24/7 access to doctors right from your phone? Not to mention that it still includes unlimited talk, text, and data, along with a 30-gigabyte hotspot and HD video. All of my customers love this plan. So give them the reasons why they want to choose the Unlimited Plus plan versus any of the other plans that we offer. What's your plan? What's your phrase, Zach? Is it similar to that?
I think it's very similar to that. I think it pretty much sells itself. Like the $60 plan is obviously the superior plan already as far as HD streaming, 30 gigs of hotspot. So the fact that you're getting this extra service included is quite amazing. So I think that's definitely the best way to pitch it. Obviously, if somebody is not wanting to go with the $60 plan, then at that $7.99 price point is a very great alternative to include for them as well. And I think in a second we're going to kind of get into what it would be all included with our all-in package, if I'm correct, Ryan. After this slide, we'll get into a little bit more of that. But I can go ahead and cover this one since you did an amazing job at the phrase that pays. So the most important thing, guys, is we include the phrase that pays because we want to give you an idea of where to start with all this. But there's no specific 100% has to be this way for your pitch. The most important thing is are we talking about it? Are we communicating about it? Are we making sure that even if that customer's not interested, that they're equipped with that information to go share with their friends or family? Because as you all know, word of mouth is where we get the most of our traffic. And by letting our customers know of this opportunity and how much this separates Boost from the other wireless carriers is going to be something that's going to help increase our traffic. So what I want to go over is a little bit of that compensation. So obviously you guys should know how value-added services are paid out and things like that. So value-added service, this is going to pay out exactly the same as value-add service on international calling or Boost Shield. You are going to get that comp on months 2 and 3 if the customer keeps it. Now, if they go with that $60 plan, there still is the $10 spiff after the 4th month. So customer stays with us 4 months, you get that $10 spiff as well. So obviously on a 50 plan plus the value-added service of $7.99, that $7.99 pays out the normal way a value-add service would. Now, if they decide again to go with the 60 instead of, the 50 plus value add service, because let's be honest, it's a better deal for only an extra $2. You're getting the HD streaming as well. You're going to get that $10 spiff after month 4. And there still is a replenishment margin. So the higher the MRC is, the higher your replenishment margin is. And what's really important, guys, is this is going to help improve retention rates because it's giving another benefit for that customer to stay with us. So not only are they getting, an amazing deal at $6 a month for unlimited talk, text, HD streaming, 30 gigs of hotspot, they're also getting unlimited virtual doctor visits included in that price too. So that by adding this extra benefit, again, this is where we talk about creating the value here at Boost and giving them a reason to not even be interested in entertaining the idea of going to a Metro, Verizon, AT&T, anything like that, because why would they? They get their unlimited virtual doctor visits. They get all the service they need at a price that they can afford. It's a no-brainer for them to stay with Boost. So this is going to help with retention. It's going to help you guys make extra comp in the process as well. So we want to be real clear about what our goals are with this, because a lot of times we roll out these new plans and we roll out this new add-on or something, and we don't really set the expectation of what we want to see out of it. So we're looking for just a real achievable, realistic goal. And we want to see a 10% increase on our UPP plans, AKA the $60 plan. So whatever your percentage is right now for your company, we want to see 10% higher now that this is rolled out. We also would love to see a 10% value-added service increase as well. So again, wherever your baseline is right now, we want to see a 10% increase with this. Whatever makes the most sense for your customer base and you, whether that be, pushing $50 plans with this attached or family plans with this attached, which we're going to get into here in a second, or just driving the 60. Either way, by getting that 10% increase, this is going to help add a lot of extra money to your bottom line via retention and via extra comp on these plans. Anybody have any questions on anything we covered so far? Because I know we're moving along pretty quickly. I just wanted to stop and see if anybody had any questions.
Is there anything for the existing customer? Like, can they add or change their plan to this plan?
Yep. This is available for all customers, not just new customers. So yes, you have an existing customer that hears about this or you mention it to them as they come in, they can absolutely add this to their current account. Okay,
thank you.
Yeah.
Except for the current 60 until they fix that.
Right. Yeah. So that's coming, right, D, where they're able to change the 60 plan they're on to the one that has this included?
Yes. Well, like now they would have to actually, pay for their service again to get K-Health included in their 60. But we're 4 to 6 weeks out as far as I'm fixing our current existing customers on the $60 plan to receive K-Health.
Okay. So in that 4 to 6 weeks, D, is that going to be, they're going to be automatically transferred to that new plan?
That was my understanding from the email, but I can follow up just to see. But that's the last I had heard, yes.
Okay, perfect. So this would be a really good opportunity, and Dee brought up something really important is when you're making payments for customers, if you notice they are on the $60 plan and they're going to make a payment, this would be a great opportunity to just get them changed to that new plan since they're already paying for it. Obviously, if you pitch this and they're very interested and there's a week left on their cycle, they're more than welcome to go ahead and prepay for that and get the benefits right away. So thanks for clarifying, Dee. That was some good info. Any other questions anyone else has before we move on?
I have something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like you guys have the phrase that pays, any advice on how we can compensate our reps to motivate them to push it since you guys are only paying out after the 4th month?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I'm happy to have anybody else chime in if they'd like. So I would say do you have a current commission structure for your value-added service? Like add-ons like Boost Shield or International?
Yeah.
So I would say as far as that side of it, I would just keep it very similar to whatever you have for that. Because, obviously Boost Shield is $7. This is $7.99. So it fits into that pretty well. But as far as pushing the $60 plan on a spiff, does anybody on this call have a recommendation of what they would offer the rep on that $60 plan? Because I have an idea, but I don't know if I'm giving the accurate one.
Let's hear your idea, Zach.
So I like the $2 spiff idea. You can increase it if you're seeing a much bigger push on it if you see that there's more value to it. But I think a $2 spiff is reasonable because let's say, heaven forbid, they don't make the 4th month. It's not a huge investment, but it's still enough to when I'm at that point of sell, I'm thinking, hey, I'm already got a sell today. I'm already got my accessories. I got an add-a-line. You know what? I'm going to push the $60 plan. It's going to just add an extra couple bucks to this whole total I'm making today. So I think it's enough to still incent the rep, but it's also not too much to where if you're not seeing that 4th month where it heavily impacts you. What do you think, Ryan? What would be
Are
your?
you saying paying $2 monthly for them if they keep it on up until the 4th month?
No, just a one-time spiff is what I would do. So, if you're checking their activation totals, and they have 20 $60 plans, I would pay out the $2 for all 20 of those. That's what I would recommend, but I'd love to hear what Ryan G's ideas are on that.
No, I think you're spot on with this, and I think that the easiest way to talk to the frontline sales associate is the importance of having the customer with the protection in mind, because I think it's something that the frontline associate can really relate to. They're busy, they're working all the time, they're on their day off, they don't feel well. Instead of making an appointment and going and taking all day to do that, they can just dial into to K Health and get seen right over the phone. I think that the value that K Health brings to our customers, our frontline associates will understand that a lot better, and will push this. I think $2 is a very fair price.
Awesome. Cool. Great question, by the way. What other questions do we have?
I don't know if it's a fun fact that Dee just put out there, but it is a fact. She is saying that 10% of our base does not have insurance. So this is something that could really help. And even if you have insurance, sometimes those, like if I know I have a sinus infection, I'm 95% right that I have a sinus infection. You could just go into K Health. They can write you a script after you discuss all of your issues, and that saves you a lot of money on insurance too, like co-pays and things like that, even if you had insurance. So
yeah, absolutely. And the last thing I would say is, going back to the spiff thing, is if you guys see that increasing that is going to help too, feel free to do with that whatever you like as well with that. Just wanted to give you kind of a baseline to go with, but like Ryan said, showing the value of this and letting our reps know. They deal with these customers on a regular basis, so they know how beneficial something like this can be to our customer base. So just making sure they're well versed and well informed of what the plan has to offer, and I think you're going to get that drive from them as well. And Dee said K Health currently has 4 million subscribers paying $9. So if we can get those 4 million to switch to Boost, they're going to save $1.01 a month. So a lot of people already spending the $9. So the fact that that's including, you already have 4 million users. So to be able to include that as a free service when people are paying $9 a month for that already, that's a huge opportunity. It really is. So
did Boost try this already in the trial, and how did it go?
That I don't know. Did they trial this somewhere, Ryan? Do you know?
I don't, but I know that this has been in the works they've been talking about this for the past 5 months before we launched it. So they've put in a lot of research, and they know, I firmly believe we know what our customers are looking for. And this is something that sets us apart from, Metro or Cricket at around the same price point.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, good deal. Go ahead and let's move on then, Ryan. All right, go ahead and take it away, Mr. G.
All right, so how do we get it done? The lead offer on the $60 Unlimited Plus plan with device protections. We're not forgetting device protection. Everybody needs that device protected. $67 all-in pricing. This is going to improve our retention rates by providing an added benefit, like I just said a couple seconds ago, that fits our customers' needs. It includes the talk, the text, the data, 35 gigs of high-speed internet, 30 gigabytes of that can be hotspot use, HD video, the device protection, and the unlimited health services 24/7, including weekends and holidays, right from your phone. Zach, have you ever gotten ill on a holiday or around a holiday?
Unfortunately, I have, and my children have as well.
Me in Christmas, I've gotten sick a couple times right around Christmas, and waiting for that urgent care to open up the day after Christmas with a sinus infection is something that no one should have to do. This would alleviate that. You could get the medicine right away. So, and then the second option, we love the family plans. We really need to get back to the focus on the family plan. 3 for $90, unlimited family with the device protection and K Health for just $118.99. So the whole family's covered on one account for the K Health if their ages 3 through 18 is $118.99. That's the and then we have the $50 unlimited with device protection and K Health for $64.99. It increases your value-added services by including Boost Shield and K Health. Includes all the great features with a 12 gigabyte hotspot, no HD video, but it includes unlimited or the 35 gigabytes of high-speed data and the 24/7 protection for the K Health, and then device protection as well. Next slide, Ryan Klein. All right, Zach, I believe this one is you with the frequently asked questions.
Let's do it. So, we just gave some time to ask some questions, but maybe there's some questions that you can't think of, but maybe one of these will, help trigger that for you. And you may have a question after this, or maybe this will just answer it for you. So here's a couple of the frequently asked questions that we've, discovered. So will customers already on the $60 plan automatically get the K Health? So what we already talked about, no, existing customers who activate on the 60 plan prior to 624 will not automatically get it. And so they will need to go ahead and make that plan change in order to do so. As Dee said, within about a month and a half, we should see this automatically mapped over to this plan. But let's be proactive and start getting our customers switched to that are already currently paying $60 a month. And then obviously still mentioning the add-on offer to those customers that are, not on the 60, or even if they are, let's make sure we're selling this so let them know that there's an extra service available here at Boost Mobile that they can't get anywhere else. And then do I need to add the $7.99 K Health add-on to my child's secondary line? As we mentioned, if the secondary line is a dependent living in the same household, then no, they do not need the SOC added to their account. One subscription to K Health covers the customer and any dependent children in the same household. So that's a really awesome offer. So you may have multiple children on your same plan, but you only have to pay that $7.99 once. So really, really cool. And then what if the customer already has K Health? K Health will identify the subscriber as a Boost subscriber and cancel any future payments with K Health directly. No refunds will be issued. So obviously, won't get any money back for the ones that for the months they've already spent, but they won't be charged going forward for that outside subscription. And then what if customer doesn't want to wait for the text and signs up for K Health and pays K Health directly? So they don't wait for that text message for 2 days. K Health will identify the subscriber as a Boost subscriber and cancel any future payments. So they will pay that extra, $7.99 for that first month, but then after that, $9 with them for that first month. Then after that, it'll be adjusted accordingly. And then lastly, what if the customer purchases a K Health add-on and is not satisfied with the service? And the customer can call Boost customer care and request a refund. The refund will be granted for 1 month of service of $7.99 only. So that's pretty cool. That's something that is worth offering when you're talking about this with your pitch. Letting the customer know, give it a try for a month. If you don't like it, they are able to refund it for at least 1 month of service. So there's nothing to really lose by giving this service a try.
And as Zach said, with the not waiting for the text message and downloading the app directly, the easiest way to get around this, and this is for sales related activity, is we put this on your account. They're going to send you a text. Follow that link, and then they'll set, then you can get everything set up. Don't even mention that you could go and possibly download this on the side. Just tell them they have to wait for the link. And that's really the only sales-related activity that your frontline associates are going to have. Everything else is going to be taken care of by the customer, because they're going to be the ones that are signing up, doing everything. All we have to do is mention all the benefits that K-Health has, and make it very easy for the sales associate by putting it on the account. So it's easy. It's not time restrictive. It's super easy. So that's where our goals that we have, I think, are very, very fair. And we're doing everything we can to make things as easy as we can, within reason.
Yep. Good call, Ryan. Yeah, let's go to the next slide then. All right. Any questions we got, guys? I know we've been answering some on the fly, but what other questions have come up during this call?
2 slides ago, it said the $60 plan for $7, you can get device protection and the insurance, but isn't it technically $74.99 because you're adding both on there, or no?
No, because the 60 actually comes with the free K-Health. So you're only paying $7.99 for the K-Health if it's on a plan outside of the 60. So actually, yeah, with the 60 plan, it's already included. So only $7 more for handset protection, and you have both. But if they did go with like a 50 plan, that's where it came to $64.99, because they'd be paying $7 for the device protection and $7.99 for the K-Health.
So if they're on the $60 plan on June 23rd, can we change their plan to like today's date, for example, if they were okay to repay their bill and get the K-Health?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then the $50 plan, it said it was $4.99. Is that accurate?
No, it's $7.99. So we put $64.99 because that's including the $7 for Boost Shield and the $7.99 for the K-Health. So that's an extra, $14.99 plus that $50. So it comes out to the $64.99.
And then if you add family plans onto that on the primary, is that including all the family plan on there too? On the $50 plan?
So as long as the other members of the family plan are between the ages of 3 and 18, then yes, that's included. So, but let's say your secondary member is like your cousin, lives in a different house. If they want to have the benefits of K-Health, then they'll need to add that to their line as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Great questions. What other questions do we have, guys? Well, you guys are thinking for last question. The one thing that, I'm sorry. Do we have somebody?
It's just D. I was told to hang tight on that question, Rob, because you kind of stumped the training people as well. So I will get that out to you as soon as I know.
Okay, perfect. And we'll make sure to share that with you guys, all of our partners. So thanks, Dee. Thanks for the heads up. Really appreciate it. And thanks, guys, for bringing up questions that even stump our training team. I love it. Means you got a good group of people that are really digging deep. So the one thing I'd like to add while you guys are thinking of any last questions you have is, I know there's a lot going on lately, guys, with EBBP, with SDDN, with DraftKings, with all of this stuff that we're pushing. And then to throw another thing into it, I know may seem a bit overwhelming, but again, as Ryan said earlier, this is not something that's going to add a lot of extra work. We know EBBs, you spend an extra 10, 15 minutes, but you get a sell out of it. This is not going to add any extra time to your current interactions. It's literally just like adding Boost Shield or international calling or anything else. Very simple to just add it in there. It doesn't take any additional time. There's nothing you have to do going forward. The customer receives the text. This is all just extra benefit for the customer, gives them a reason to stay, gives us ability to make some extra compensation. This plan really sells itself, especially on the $60 plan. It's already coming included. So I just want you guys to not feel overwhelmed with something else that we have, but look at it as more of an opportunity to really help our customers, help improve our third month, while also adding a little bit of extra money to our bottom line in that process. So encourage you guys to really crush this, because I think this could really separate us, like Ryan said, from our other competitors and really give us an edge.
Ryan Klein, can you go back to the phrase that pays slide? I want to make sure that all of the people on the call have the opportunity to take a picture, a screenshot of that, just so that they have an idea whenever they do their own coaching of something that we have suggested in the phrase that pays. So if you would, take an opportunity to do a screenshot. Hopefully my ugly mug is not included in it, and you will know that whenever you see that, you're like, what is this? And then you read it again. Oh, that's my reminder to talk to everybody about K-Health. Along with your other reminder about talking about family plans each and every week to your team, because that needs to really be at top of mind. We see too many times customer come into the store, they say that they need one line, and we're just reverting to selling exactly what the customer's looking for, and we're not even taking the opportunity to dive deep and ask some questions and uncover some great opportunities. So I think we should be good. I think that gave us enough time to take the screenshot there, Ryan. Thank you very much, Ryan. Give it up for Ryan Klein. He's been excellent on the computer. We have not had to yell at him at all today. It's fantastic. Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Any other questions we have, guys, before we give you 5 minutes back of your day?
Has anybody experienced customer service long hold times?
Customer service long hold times for K-Health or for
K-Health. K-Health.
Oh, so like calling a doctor and waiting a long time on hold is what you're saying?
Correct.
Not that I've heard of. I've heard it's been super quick. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Dee would probably know this. Do you know by any chance, Dee, what's the average wait time to talk to a medical physician?
It's not like it's a wait time, but there is like a questionnaire that you're going to have to fill out. So, set the expectation. They're going to want to know some things before you actually get to that doctor. So that would be my only, answer. The customer doesn't feel like filling out the questionnaire, but that's the expectation.
Hey, Dee, do you know what type of doctors are they? Like nurse practitioners, DO, MD? Like, does that matter through K-Health? Because I know it's in the lower income areas, and I'm very curious how we're selling phone insurance for our phones and then selling health insurance for our bodies in the same place.
So this isn't health insurance. This is just a form of, teledoc, I guess I would say. They are certified clinicians. And if you want to see some of their credentials, you can go to the K-Health website. They do show a bunch of the doctors on there. But again, this is not insurance. This is just a benefit.
So just no copay, none of that, because that's what I read when I was reading on the buzz about it, that there was a copay and it's supposed to be the lowest amount. Is that true?
Yes, very low copays and good RX as far as like prescriptions go and things like that.
Okay.
Perfect. Good question. Anybody else have any other questions? Well, I think with that, then, Ryan, I think we've done our part. Anything you would like to add before we wrap it up?
No, I would just like to thank everybody for giving us some time this morning. Hopefully you learned a couple things. Zach, thank you very much for presenting. You did a great job.
Likewise, sir. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks, guys. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday and sell lots of phones. And as always, reach out to your account executives or ISMs if you have any questions as far as this program goes.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thank you.